Garcia Laas, and I'm so happy to see this kind of crowd. You guys are so beautiful and lovely. And of course, you guys are not fake writers, aren't you? Masyadong inuulan ang ating mundo ng mga fake writers, fake news, misinformation, and disinformation. And that's what we are all fighting here every day of our lives. Shoppedia is a thought-provoking, revolutionary e-commerce that is addressing the current problems of our e-commerce. I don't want to name names, but you basically know who they are. The advent of the giant networks in our country 11, 12 years ago has paved the way for Filipino consumerisms to be victimized in so many ways. You order this thing in their online platform, you receive a different thing. They pose to be the sellers, but technically they are not the sellers. They posted items that seems to be true, but technically they are fake items. And for the past 13 years, these kind of activities continued and continued and continued until such time that the government of the Philippines was awakened. Oh, it's time to have an Internet Transaction Act of 2023. That's the only time they have mesmerized by the huge problems of e-commerce in the country. The question to them was, why did it take you so long to do that? Maybe my theory is somebody bigger, powerful, authoritative might be behind it. And sad to say, it's called Filipino brands. We are here to demonstrate to you that there should be a change alongside as we invoke on a new era of e-commerce digitalization in the country. I hope we all be awakened with your help, media people, to disseminate the information that every penny that you purchase in an online world counts and it has a value. 300 pesos man lang yan or 3,000, that has to be respected properly by those platforms. So, Shoppedia addresses one by one the question of what kind of platform you have. Where we are a single vendor platform where everything you will see at the time that we will open is technically what you will get. On 11th of October and 12th, some of you were not invited, but some media were. Did you know that something happened massively? In 2 days of our event, there was a massive spike on our website registration. And guess what? It came from the competitors. They thought all the while that if they can just register online, they can just go away with the process. But when my merchant acquisition department called them up one by one and verified their information, and the response was, ay, may ganun pala. Of course, we're not stupid. Do you know why I'm doing this? I'm not doing this for profiteering. I'm doing this for every person sitting around here, for your daughters, for your nieces, for your nephews, for your brothers and sisters, for your families. Anybody could be victimized any time of the day. I don't want to ask this question, but anyway, maybe some of you had already had that kind of experience, right? So be it. This event is also momentous because Shoppedia's dream to cover the delivery of its parcels, hard-earned parcels and purchases to Filipinos across the country is to be secured and put into a safety thing. J&T has the ability to cover the whole area of the country almost. And they're doing their very best to cover the whole thing in the near future. But I love to give them that in the future. But J&T, as you can see every day and night, I can see their trucks busy because of their dedication and commitment to make sure that every parcel they have took in from the warehouses shall be delivered on time. I understand that there are no perfect system. My system isn't perfect, to be honest with you. There's no technology that is perfect. But look up into the intention. Look up into the core of the business. Look up into the design of its model. How is it different from any other giant networks comparing to Shoppedia? So that question goes out to you guys later on if you want to ask that question back to me. But for now, I hope you enjoy your appetizers, and I would love to enjoy answering your questions. Thank you. But anyway, that's a very, very good question. How do we ensure and differentiate ourselves? It's very, very simple. The platform is built on having its own self-regulatory body. We don't need to be regulated by the government. If this is a media, then I would call this to DTI. Regulate me and you will see my standards better than yours. Because before the imposition of this ITA, I already self-regulated myself. Why? That should have been the case of those forerunners in the e-commerce industry. The problem continued because of the non-self-regulations that took place in the past 13 years. Without self-regulation inside the platform, everything can happen. So, quickly, how do we do this? If you apply to be our merchant, you will be undergoing a tedious screening process. We will be asking your concept. We will be asking your papers, your documentations, your BIR, your FDA, your certificate of authenticity if you're selling high-end brands. We will be asking for your license to operate if you are a pharmaceutical company or a manufacturer. Because in our experience in the past year, I cannot imagine that this brand, I always hear this jingle, their jingle every day of my life, but when we found out of their many, many products, 6 lang yung meron silang registered na items. I said, oh my God, I am in the middle of the limbo here. So if we did not do that, then we are already partakers of those kind of things. We will be liable according to the law if we will allow the selling of items that are not properly compliant to the government laws and regulations. So before a person or a merchant can sell or display their products, we have our product checking, we do visitations on their site. We are not reliant on your social media displays because sometimes the products are well edited only. But when you look into the actual products, it does not look good. It does not cost that much. So that makes us different. As you notice, Sir Ed, I am not into the numbers of merchants. I'm more into the quality of merchants. Because quality is the best over quantity. Do you like that?
Magandang hapon po. So, yeah, actually, I'm very new here to meet Sir Leo. Yeah, so there is an initiative from the like our team received that there's a customer want to reach J&T Express for use our delivery service. And same, just like to cooperation with other customers, we are very willing to provide our service to any our Filipinos and our customers. So that's why we are here. Apparently, the story of Shoppedia is very new for me. I really don't know the story of Shoppedia yet, but I'm thinking like whether in our Philippines there is a very big market, very big market. So even though there are some merchants there's different online or offline business here, but there's still market share there. Because especially in some islands, in some far-flung areas, the customers, they still need the service, not only logistics, but they need also the sales service or other platform service. So this here. But for Sunil, share some opinion is not represent J&T Express. Yeah. Oh yeah. So actually, I'm very new to hear about this kind of opinion. Yeah, I respect about your insights. I respect every opinion. But yeah, we are here to share our service here. We don't mention any about other issues about this. And J&T's company is very humble and very modest to provide all our customers the best and quality service. Yeah, so here just sharing. So I cannot say much about that, but I just here to give the commitment about the delivery shipping service. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, what this Zoe did say was correct. I mean, it has nothing to do. My opinion was my opinion, because Shoppedia is really a passionate company. No offense meant to J&T. They have their own vision and mission, but what I'm saying is from the bottom of my heart, not representing any entities here at all. But if you're gonna visit in any of my interviews, I always say the same campaign. Always. I never been changing my directions when I'm addressing the media. So they are already asking Zoe, but the point of the matter is that most of the questions might probably be asked to Shoppedia. Good question. Just for everybody know, Mr. Eli was there at the time that I was able to launch one of the mega app that I had in the year 2021, but something came up, and that's way beyond my control. So the learnings I had there were very simple. Admit the fault, revise the mistakes, and never do it again. That's it. Because if you have those simple steps of bouncing back, you can immediately be able to restructure yourself into a much sturdier way, and you can observe yourself that you have become a better version of yourself. Mistakes are not supposed to be an allergies of many people. There's no mistakes, you will not be successful. Most successful people are the number one people who have number one mistakes and many mistakes in the world.
Hi sir. So for that one, it's on our mobile app. So we recently launched a COD feature on our mobile app, which is available for the walk-in customers and also the people who are using our mobile app. So from there, of course, they will have COD option where they deliver or ship any parcels. So it will be much more convenient for them in delivering.
Your first question, is this exclusive? Yes, we chose J&T because they covered almost 43,000 barangays, am I correct? 98% of the almost nationwide. That's the number one qualifications we're looking at for a particular delivery courier third-party services. And number two, their expansion on a yearly basis is a tremendous manifestation of their successes. So we wanted to ride with that kind of success as they were able to penetrate the whole market in a span of how many years alone. And if you are a newly introduced e-commerce, you want to make sure that your consumers all over the country can get to enjoy the shopping with us, even if they are in Zamboanga or anywhere. So that's we got J&T. Exclusive in a sense that we are not dealing with any other couriers, so that we can only be concentrating with each other, so that we can immediately interact or align with each other. And of course, we do have free shipping, vouchers, and promotions alongside.
And just to answer, for us kasi our mission talaga is to serve every Filipinos with quality service when it comes to delivery. So our very much mission, and with the platform of Shoppedia, we can definitely cater to every Filipinos nationwide.